simple words about the Dunning-Kruger Effect paradox. How can you avoid this bias in your thinking? The Dunning-Kruger Effect is a phenomenon in which people with low levels of competence in a particular area greatly overestimate their knowledge and skills. They believe that they are much more knowledgeable in their field than they actually are. YouTube clearly shows that some users who have limited knowledge in some area may consider themselves experts and share their opinions without having complete information. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a psychological phenomenon. Some people tend to overestimate their abilities and skills in a certain area, despite the fact that their knowledge or abilities are actually insignificant and far from competent. At the same time, people who are actually quite competent in this area often underestimate their abilities. For better understanding, let's look at some real-life examples. 1. Music competition. Imagine that you don't know how to play an instrument, but you take part in a music competition. However, due to the Dunning-Kruger effect, you may mistakenly believe that you are a much better player than you actually are. At the same time, more experienced and talented musicians may greatly underestimate their skill. 2. Driving a car. Imagine that you have recently received your driver's license and do not yet have much experience behind the wheel. Because of the Dunning-Kruger effect, you may consider yourself an excellent driver despite your lack of skill and knowledge of the rules of the road. At the same time, experienced drivers may look too critically at their skills and believe that they drive much worse than they really are. 3. Study and knowledge. Imagine that you are participating in an intellectual game and you are asked a series of questions from different areas of knowledge. Because of the Dunning-Kruger effect, if you have some basic knowledge in a certain field, you can consider yourself an expert and be confident that you know the answers to most questions. However, truly qualified specialists may underestimate their knowledge and not realize the full scope of their expertise. These examples illustrate how the Dunning-Kruger effect can lead to inaccurate self-esteem and perceptions of one's skills and abilities. This effect can also influence our perceptions of other people and their competence. Are there such people in your circle? Tell us how you feel about such people. How do you build your communication with them? Come to masterclasses. You are free to come, it's free. Take practices, exercises, see theory, see you in class.